Hello operators! If you're looking to up your game with Doc in 2023, you're in the right place. Doc has seen some significant buffs to his utility in the past year, and he is in a fantastic spot right now. Not only is he a blast to play, but he also wields weaponry perfect for all ranges. So if you can handle his slow pace and fancy at least one of his guns, it's time to give him a shot. In this video we've got you covered on how to become a top-notch Doc player, and we will be covering the following aspects. First up, we will dive into Doc's unique and life-saving, literally, Stim pistol. Next we will take a closer look at how he interacts with other operators in the game. Then we will discuss the playstyle you should adopt when playing Doc. We will also talk about the difficulty of playing him well, and finally we will go over the best loadout options for the OG healer. If you prefer reading over watching, check out the link in the video description for the written version of this guide. You will find tons of useful guides there and even have the option to purchase our premium ebook guide to boost your rank in Rainbow Six Siege. So, holster your sidearm, prep your Stim pistol, and let's embark on this thrilling journey to unleash the full potential of Doc's ability. Let's get started. Doc is a supportive operator with 3 Stim shots that have not one, but 2 crucial functions. They can heal and revive downed operators, making him a very versatile asset to any team. With just 1 shot from his pistol, Doc can do some incredible things. Let's discuss the first function, healing. In the past, Doc's healing used to be limited to just 40 HP, but guess what? Now, he can heal you fully with a single shot, even granting an extra 20 HP as an overheal above your max health. This can turn a 3 armor defender into a formidable 145 HP tank. Combine it with Rook's armor and you are an impressive 165 HP powerhouse. Healing yourself or a teammate just before the gunfight can be the difference between victory and defeat. Ever lose a fight with your enemy having just a sliver of health left? That extra tankiness from Doc's overheal can turn the tables in your favor. 20 HP seems like not much, but it can make a big difference. Now let's talk about Doc's second trick, revival. When you or a teammate is downed, Doc's Stim pistol can get you back on your feet real fast. And it has some serious advantages over the standard revival method. First, you can revive from a distance as long as you have a clear line of sight. Second, your revived teammate gets a full health bar, unlike the measly 20 HP from the standard method. Third, the revival animation is quicker with the Stim pistol. And the best part about reviving might be that Doc can pick himself up, even as the last man standing. It might not always result in a clutch, but it gives you a fighting chance. Now, let's talk about the mindset you need as Doc. Here are 2 key principles. First, make them count. You've only got 3 Stim shots, so use them wisely. Don't wait until your teammate is nearly dead to heal them. Don't hoard on the last shot just in case, when someone might need it right here and now. Communication is key. Make sure to talk to your team. You know, nowadays everyone continuously jiggles, picks, moves, especially in the current meta of picking every corner, every angle with the epileptic movement like you are some sort of Shaiko or Baulo. A simple stand still Mozzie or let me heal you mute can be a game changer and won't cost you a thing. Finally, always keep an eye on your teammate's health. In the heat of the battle, it's so easy to miss a teammate's low health. Sometimes your teammates will forget that they have Doc on their side or they will simply not use their microphones. So make it a habit to check your team's health status from time to time on your own. And remember that if someone is spamming crouch or tries melee or shots next to you without saying a word, they probably need your healing. Let's talk about Doc's interactions with other operators in Rainbow Six Siege. First, let's look at the synergies. Doc and Rook make an incredible team. Rook's armor acts like a permanent health overheal, and it also ensures that operators go down instead of getting killed immediately unless it's a headshot. This significantly boosts Doc's chance of reviving or healing teammate back to full health. The The combination of Rook's armor and Dog's overheal turns defenders into absolute tanks, with an extra 40 HP beyond their normal maximum health. That's resilience at its finest. Now, as for who Dog counters, well, the truth is that he doesn't counter any specific gadget, operator or role in Rainbow Six Siege. Instead, he adds a substantial health boost to his defensive team. In the most extreme scenario, it's like having up to 3 extra defenders on your team from health perspective. But remember, even with all that extra health, he can't protect against headshots, which are still a very common way to end gunfights, especially the higher you go in ranks. And finally, in terms of countering Dog, there aren't many options. Well, maybe just one, a failed spawn pick attempt from Dog himself. See, when Dog tries to get the drop on the attackers right at the start of the round and fails, he usually ends up quickly taken out, which doesn't do his team any favor. So it's more about Dog's own decisions than any particular operator countering him on attack. Dog's playstyle is a fascinating mix of anchoring and shallow roaming. Let's break it down to help you find the style that suits you best. For many years, the Rainbow Six Siege community had this belief that free armor operators like Dog were best as anchors. See, anchors are defenders who hold down the objective or a room adjacent to it, keeping an eye on the objective area. And indeed, Dog fits this role perfectly. With high armor and 1.5 scope, Dog is an excellent choice for anchoring. His utility is what truly shines here as well. He can heal himself and his teammates back to full health after a confrontation with attackers, making him one of the sturdiest defenders in the game. Plus, being near the objective makes it so much easier to provide support to teammates, since the objective usually serves as the safe spot for defenders on the map. And in 2023, anchoring with Dog is still a great strategy, especially for newcomers or those returning to Rainbow Six Siege. It's a reliable and time-tested way to play. But I've found myself enjoying a more aggressive approach with Dog lately. I tend to go for shallow roam with Dog, which means that I am staying relatively close to the objective or control vital map locations. For instance, if you are playing Bathroom Teller's objective on border, you can hold a critical position in customs with Dog, which gives your team essential map control. Dog excels in this role because he can handle multiple gunfights and patch himself up to full health. This makes him a formidable foe when attackers attempt to secure key rooms before pushing the objective. Additionally, Dog's free loadout options, which we will discuss shortly, provide a lot of flexibility in engagement range. Other times, I like to play Dog closer to the side where I can be right there to offer my teammates those potent heals. Whichever way you pick, the anchoring or shallow roam, you cannot go wrong with Dog. The one role that Dog isn't cut out for is deep roaming. See, he is slow, not the quietest runner, and lacks explosives to create emergency escape routes. Plus, how can you heal your team as a Dog when you are so far away from them? Deep roaming just isn't his forte. So, my advice? Give Dog's dynamic playstyle a shot. Whether you're holding down the fort on the objective or engaging in some shallow roaming, you will find that he brings a lot to the table. It's all about adapting to the situation and having fun with your approach. Now let's discuss the difficulty level when it comes to playing Dog in Rainbow Six Siege. I think you will find that Dog is quite accessible operator. I would classify Dog as an easy defender to play well. This makes him a fantastic option, especially for newcomers to the game. One of the reasons for this is that Dog doesn't heavily rely on advanced map knowledge. That's a big relief to those of you who are still getting used to the maps and complex layouts in the Rainbow Six Siege. You don't have to be a cartographer to be effective with Dog. Another thing that makes Dog user-friendly is the diversity of his primary weapons. With various choices available, you can pick the one that suits your playstyle best. So, if you are new to Rainbow Six Siege or just looking for straightforward yet effective defender, Dog is definitely worth considering. Dog offers more loadout versatility than you actually might think on the first glance. All 3 of his weapons have their strengths and uses, so I've got 3 best loadouts to recommend depending on your preferred range of engagement. For medium to long range encounters, the MP5 is your go-to primary weapon. Equip it with 1.5 magnifying scope and a flash hider. It's a solid choice for precise shots and accuracy. If your battles are mainly in the short to medium range, the P90 is your friend. It's got a fantastic rate of fire. Many players like to use it with 1.5 scope, but personally I found way more success using the hollow A or B sights along with a flash hider for reduced recoil. Now, when you are holding tight angles in close quarters, it's time to bust out the shotgun. Equip it with the Reflex B, which in my opinion is great for shotguns. Use vertical grip and laser to tighten the spread, since it helps you become more deadly on farther distance with a shotgun when it comes to killing enemies. Each of these guns has its pros and cons. Don't be afraid to experiment and see which one suits your style best. Personally, I prefer the P90 most of the time, unless I am locking down specific angles. It's versatile and has a very satisfying feeling when I'm pulling the trigger. Now, when it comes to your secondary weapon, it depends on your primary weapon choice. If you are rocking the MP5 or P90, go with the bailiff. It's perfect for making rotations, opening hatches and creating surprise angles. Just make sure to avoid the laser attachment for the bailiff, as it tightens the spread, which is counterproductive for distraction purposes. On the other hand, if you are using the shotgun as your primary, opt for the P9. It offers a larger magazine size and has a minimal recoil, making it a handy sidearm for when enemies are out of your shotgun range or you need a backup because you ran out of the bullets. Lastly, let's talk about the universal gadgets at dog's disposal. I recommend barbed wire as your default choice. It's great utility for choke points and entrances to the objective. It makes noise when enemies pass through it, can slow them down, and gives your team a much needed heads up. Just be careful not to place it where your teammate wants to pick enemies, because when you do that, the barbed wire becomes a counterintelligence tool. The bulletproof camera is a good alternative, but I suggest that you pick it when you have a specific spot in mind to place it effectively. Otherwise, go with the barbed wire. So, there you have it, my guide for playing dog in 2023. I hope this video has armed you with the knowledge to become a better dog player and support your team to the fullest. I must say, I had a blast playing more dog while preparing for this video. I felt confident taking gunfights with him and enjoyed his weapons, especially P90, which grew on me with time. That's all from me for today. If you enjoyed this video, I would truly appreciate a like. It takes just a moment of your time, but goes a long way in helping the video perform better on this platform. And if you want to see more videos from me in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Lastly, let me know in the comments which operator guide you would like to see next. Your feedback matters, and I'm here to bring you the content you want. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.